What did I do with my water? Oh, there it is, right next to me. Oh, boy. Unstable connection. How is that possible? How's everybody? Is anybody in here? Welcome to The Rant. I'm your host, Benjamin the Dark Knight. I wish a couple of people hurry up and get in here. I need to rant something real quick. There's something I need to say, and it's something I need some of y'all to hear, because I'm sure some of you have children as well. Come on in, come on in, come on in. Only gonna be a minute. I don't plan on being on here very long, but I want some of y'all to come on in so I can say what I need to say. Some people need to hear this. Hey, Jackie, come on in. T, come on in, T. How are you doing? I got something I need to rant about for a minute here. People are just jumping in and jumping right out, but I need several people in here so that I can share something with you. It's kind of the utmost important to me because it's about scars. It's about how things can scar people. And I guess all your TikToks are recorded, and this is something I'm probably going to share on YouTube since I only got one individual in here. Anyway, what I want to share was in grade school. I grew up going to Catholic schools. Okay, that's because it was thought and trained to believe to most individuals, which is true in most cases, that you will get a better education, you'll be able to speak better, you'll be able to do mathematics better, and you'll have a higher curriculum of education in regards of religious content. But let me share something to y'all that can disturb a child. Okay? I remember going to church in the middle of school, like it was like on a Wednesday or maybe it was Friday. In the middle of the day, we would go to church. This was a Catholic school, mind you. Now, I wasn't raised as a Catholic. For the most part, I didn't really know what denominations were about. But, when my mother would take me to church, she would take me to a Baptist church. But let me show you how something can scar a person. And I don't know what made me think about this today, but it hurt my feelings. It really hurt my feelings because when I was going to Catholic school, I was the only black kid in my class other than Rebecca Thompson. I will never forget her. I wonder how she's doing to this day. And when the other kids went up to the altar to receive communion, the blood and the body of Christ, we weren't allowed to. Now, as a little child in the first and second grade, I didn't realize that was because I wasn't Catholic. Somehow, hypothetically speaking, in my mind, I thought it was because I was somehow an outcast to Yahushua, aka Jesus Christ. Okay? That's what I thought in my head. I never had this discussion with my parents. They felt that I was going to the best school in my area at the time, and it pretty much was in regards of the curriculum. Stop it, Courtney. He's silly. And but the reason why I'm bringing that up to you is because I thought about I'm 50 fucking years old, and I thought about that the other day. And I've been back in Cincinnati for 5 years, and it angered my soul so bad that I went back to that Catholic school and I went to a confession booth and I let that pastor have it. He wasn't a school teacher when I was a little kid. I wanted to know, why are you misinforming people? Why don't you teach kids the truth? And then that brings me to critical race theory. This is why it is so important to speak the truth, no matter what, even if it fucking hurts. The painful truth. The truth will set you free. Stop lying to your kids about fake shit. Santa Claus, the Easter Bunny. You know, stop lying to your kids, man. Because you'll whoop they behind if they lie to you, or want to whoop them, or punish them, or take something from them. So don't even teach them how to lie. You don't want your kids living fantasies. You want them to live and fulfill their dreams. And the reason why, how you doing, Samantha? The reason why this shit is breaking my heart is because now I know the truth. And then when you bring up the truth that Yahushua, aka Jesus Christ, is black, that he was a black man, that is the truth. You have people who they want to, what's the word I'm looking for? They want to debate it. They want to meet you halfway by saying, well, yeah, I don't believe he was exactly white. I believe he was like, he was a Middle Eastern man. That's a made up word and concept. That's a made up word. To crush that theory, how could Yahushua, aka Jesus Christ, hide in Egypt as a child if he looked anything like a Caucasian? Why is that so important to me? Why is it important to me what color he was? The reason why it's important to me is because a lot of my people are failing in society. When I was a child, I was failing in society. But if I had known that I wasn't African American, that I was a Hebrew Israelite, that I was a child of God from the tribe of Judah, that his blood literally flows through my veins through ancestry, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, then maybe everything in my life would have started off way different. Maybe I wouldn't have had some of the stereotypical conclusions to my brain in regards of stereotypes and the fears. Then I started to put two and two together. I started wondering, like, well, why do my people go through so many atrocities? Why do we go through so much? And no other nationality of people go through that repetitiously. It's because they're marked. If you don't believe what I'm saying, get your Bible and read Deuteronomy 28. It will explain the atrocities to the children of God if they do not follow his statutes, laws, and commandments. It said you'd be cursed in the field and cursed at home, etc., etc. It goes on and says they would put a yoke of iron around your neck. It said you would go into Egypt again, this time by ship. How did black folks get here to the Americas, to the Caribbeans, Jamaica, Puerto Rico, etc.? Brazil. How did they get there? By ship. Egypt, that word is synonymous with bondage. The only people on the planet that have ever suffered all the atrocities that is described in Deuteronomy 28 is so-called African Americans, the 12 tribes of Israel. Those are the ones, including the Native Americans, the Mexicans, the Puerto Ricans. I was so flustered earlier because of that, man. I was flustered because I know so many kids who still don't even know. And their parents are so far gone because of all the lies. I remember watching an episode of I remember watching the episode of Good Times. I was watching the episode of Good Times. And, the little boy that was on the show, I can't remember his name. He was kind of like the Black Panther. He was like pro-black, real educated, always studied black history, etc. And JJ he was an artist, and he drew a picture of a bum. But the little boy said he looks like Jesus. Now, quite naturally, Michael was his name. Thank you, Lion King. And he wanted to put the picture on the wall to replace the traditional picture that they had on the wall of Jesus, which in all actuality was a rendition of Jesus Christ, which was forged by, I forgot whether it was Leonardo da Vinci or Michelangelo, a picture of Caesar Borgia, which was the son of the sixth Pope of Rome. This man was a rapist and a murderer. This is the person you're going to use as the image for the greatest man who ever walked the planet? The lies, man. These lies got to stop. The hypocrisy of the lies, embedding this shit into people's heads so much to generationally to where they're just gone and don't even know who they are. Which brings me to critical race theory. There's a group of people out here. Yeah, Alexander the Sixth of Rome. There's a group of people out here who don't want their kids to learn critical race theory, and I wonder why. And it's breaking my friggin' heart because the truth is going to come out. It's inevitable. And I think these people who don't want it, because some of the people that did these atrocities to my people and some of your people, like the dude that said, "Excuse me, I don't know what your nationality is," but it don't matter. If you're not one of the 12 tribes of Israel, your ass is doomed, and you need to know that. Okay, that's what you need to know. Yep, Italy. It's all coming out. You can't avoid the inevitable. It's just like they used to say in Star Trek. Resistance is futile. You will be assimilated. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. So, all I know is the ones that aren't Hebrew Israelites that make it into the kingdom of heaven, their kings and queens will be our children's nursing mothers and fathers. They shall cling on to us and we shall possess them. Look up the word possess and find out what that means. Look up that word and find out what it means. In fact, Google any damn thing I've said. I'm not telling you this to break any hearts. I just want you to know there's a such thing as a wheat and a tare. Yeah, they both look alike, but they're totally different. One can be harvested for nutrition and healthy to the body, and the other is pretty much a figment of your imagination. It's a carbon copy, so to speak. Okay? An illusion, a diversion. It's a lie. A fucking lie. And you know what breaks my heart about it is? You know what breaks my heart? Who is the father of lies? Somebody type it in the comments for me. What is the name of the being who is the father of lies? I'll wait. That's right. Satan. I got another argument too. Don't quote me on this. This is just maybe a figment of my imagination. But I don't believe that Cain was Adam's son. I know what I've read, but I remember this dream I had. And from the dream, what I got out of it was that Cain was the adversary's son. This is part of the reason why his offerings weren't blessed by God. And it also is why he was jealous of his brother Abel. So he struck him down. He struck him down in the field, and it says that his blood cried to the Lord from the ground. All right, how you doing, Finland? I'm glad you're here. I'm glad everybody's here because everybody needs to hear these truths. Everybody needs to hear that. Another reason why I don't think that it was Adam's son is because his name was not mentioned in the genealogy of Adam. He gives a rundown of all his ancestry. Cain's name was not mentioned. And that could be for a couple of reasons. It also could be because his name was stricken from the books since he murdered his brother and he was sent away. But in the words of Eddie Griffin, when he left and he married a woman, who is this mystery chick? Who was it? Why is there no mention of that? Then I come to find out that the King James Version Bible that I was reading from the get-go wasn't complete. It wasn't complete. And then I have people tell me, oh, well, how can you read that book? That's a slave book, blah, 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 blah. It was written by the white man, so and so and so and so. No, the 1611 King James Version was, it was authorized by King James, and it was reiterated and or translated by 47 Greek and Hebrew scholars. And when I say Greek and Hebrew, all of them were Hebrew. Just some of them resided in Greece, and some of them did not. But what's so disturbing to me about it is the lies have penetrated the minds and hearts of my people so diligently that even when you recite the truth to them and can produce proof or documentation, they still refute it. In fact, y'all, you know what's mind-blowing to me? When I talk about this stuff to people, guess who receives it more than my people? Can anybody guess? Can anybody type it in the lines there? Esau and them. And that's mind-blowing to me. Every now and then I get one of the children of Israel who diligently want. That's how I know a lot of us ain't gonna make it. It even says that 2/3 of our people will be destroyed, and we are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. And some of us are so far gone we don't even want to know. Put me back to sleep like the Matrix. Remember in the movie The Matrix, that guy was eating that steak, and he was talking to Agent Smith. And he was saying to him, he was like, this steak, it tastes so good. Oh man, it tastes so wonderful. But I know it's not real. He wanted him to put him back in the box. And he didn't want to remember nothing. He didn't want to know the truth. Y'all got to forgive me because I'm being a little bit hypocritical today. I'm being a little bit hypocritical because I know I don't do everything in my power to follow the statutes, laws, and commandments. I do decent, but I don't know if decent is enough to make it into the kingdom of Almighty. And then when you're not on point and you stress points like I'm trying to stress to you all, the first thing that flies out of somebody called me a false prophet the other day. Some guy I never even met. I never even seen him in my life before. He just jumps in. You're a false prophet. I didn't have any rebuttal for him except for the scripture says to judge not, lest ye be judged. But the scripture also says to judge and judge wisely. Yeah, you're right. God is a title. It is. You know who I'm talking about. I'm talking about I am. I'm talking about Yahweh. I just needed to vent that and share that to y'all. And then I'm going to switch lanes for a second. Okay, Stephen. I was talking to my mother about it. You got to watch who you talk to too. Sometimes even family members can be detrimental to your mental health. I'm not saying like I'm going crazy or losing my mind or nothing. I'm too strong for that. But there's many forms of narcissism. There's a lot of people you can say something to them or say the truth to them. They will have more excuses than a Negro going to jail. Everything is your fault. Now, don't get me wrong. Every grown person should be responsible for and accountable for their actions. But from your youth, don't never weigh yourself to the next person. They're not fighting your fight. They don't know what I know some very educated people. And guess what? Some of them have the comprehension level of a gnat. And they are as predictable as a moth to the flame. The stuff that they're doing and getting in trouble for now, I did 20 years ago. They're just now embarking in their temptations and whatnots. This happened to me earlier, which also indicates to me that I'm a child of God. Because when you are ordained for greatness, when you are ordained for that, he will come for you. The adversary will come for you. He don't come after those ones that's already fallen in line. He coming for the children of the Most High. That's who he's coming for. So if you ain't had no adversity in your life, if you ain't never been through nothing, if everything's been all peaches and gravy, then boy, you don't have no damn clue what I'm talking about right now. Because I done been through it all. I done seen it all. And he ain't through with me yet. I'm just now tapping into certain aspects of my life that I should have been doing 30 years ago. There was a remnant and a hint of that talent there, but I was too afraid somehow to exploit those talents. I could draw since I was a kid, but I didn't start drawing until I was about 25. That is a damn shame. That's a damn shame, but it's the truth. It's the truth. Where would I be now in my art if I exercised that talent? Maybe it wouldn't take me five hours to draw a 25 by 20 portrait. Not right now, man. I'm just trying. I appreciate you, but I'm just trying to ramble off at the lip, and then I got to hurry up and jump off of here. A lot of times when I invite somebody in the room, they change the narrative. The last time I did, we were talking about scripture, and I invited somebody in the room, and they're playing some NWA. You know, that was totally against the code. You know, but thanks for wanting to join in. You know, thanks for that. I appreciate that. I just, I want y'all to be careful with your children. I want you to be real careful with your children, because that's a conversation I never had with my parents, and I should have knew. Her excuse, and my mom lightweight made me mad, because her excuse was, well, if you went to Sunday school all the time, you would have known what color Jesus was. I almost lost it. Because let me tell you something, people. Let me tell you something. Your kids shouldn't have to go to no fucking school to learn nothing about mathematics, arithmetic, moral and ethnic values, and let alone about the Most High, Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai. If you not fucking teaching your kids, then that's your fault. That is your failure. If your kid grows up dumb as hell and don't know the truth or the reality of things and believing in fake shit like Santa Claus, then that's your fucking fault. That's your fault. Because trust me, the world's going to teach them what they want them to know. How they want them to solve this mathematical problem. What nationality Jesus was. What people in that region looked like. How African Americans got over here. No, I'm not. I'm not Muslim. I'm Hebrew Israelite. Okay. Or as you would say, African American. That's what they say, but I'm not from Africa. You understand? Iman. I have respect for the Aramaic people, though, if that's what you want to know. I had to share this, y'all, because I'm sick of people making up, to my white friends that are in here, if there's any of you in here, let me educate you on something. When the subject of race comes up, whether you are racist or not, don't say to no black person, I don't see color, because that's a fucking lie. That's a lie. You know? I had to do my boss like this. That's probably why he didn't like me. Because something came up with that we weren't even talking about. But I'm the smart ass. I'm going to pull the trigger. That's me. He says, I can't stand racism. And I believe he was from Greece, to be specific. Nice guy. He treated me well. But then what does he do? He says, I don't see color. I say, oh yeah? I said, what you think about that Buick over there? There was an old school Buick over there. I can't think of what year. He was like, oh yeah, that's real nice. That's real nice. Yeah, I wouldn't mind driving that myself. I said, oh yeah? I said, what color is it? You should have saw the look he gave me. You should have saw the look he gave me, because at that moment he realized I totally shitted on him. Diarrhea even. Uncontrollable diarrhea. Because of the statement that he just made out of his mouth. And a part of me didn't mean to make him feel bad, but the other half of me is like, I don't give a damn. He needed to feel that. See, when you getting rebuked, there's something wrong with you. I'm going to give you a lesson on that one. I remember when I was first drawing and realizing that I was pretty decent. I went into an art gallery that was on Vine Street downtown in Cincinnati, Ohio. There was a black lady and a white lady in there. And I was looking at some sketchbooks to give me some more ideas or techniques on how to do my sketching and blending more well to make things look a little bit more realistic. She was like, oh, you draw? I was like, yeah, I have some of my work with me. Would you like to see it? She totally butchered it. She totally butchered it. And she hurt my damn feelings. I'm not going to even lie to you. I felt like she was just being a negative bitch. That's what I was thinking to myself. But now that I'm older, I realize the truth of the matter. She rebuked me. She did not shit on me. She educated me on how my artwork would look better. Oh yes, it looks fine, but you could have did this better. Your lines could have been smoother over here. Don't draw hard lines on the draw line on the jawline. You use your shadows. Use the light. Light gives height. Darkness gives depth. That's how you bring the realism to your art. She shared that with me, and it actually made me better. But at that very moment, I freaking hated her. And guess what? This might be a figment of my imagination. The white lady just said, "Oh, that's really good." See, the scripture has a verse. I can't remember it quote for quote, but it says something about his words were as smooth as butter, but war and malice was in his heart. Don't let people fatigue you. Don't let them finesse you. Don't let them wear you out. Don't let people piss down your back and call it rain. You understand that? Because most people have a motive. To you ladies in the room, respect the man that's gonna look you in the eye. Ain't always looking at your boobies and you know your butt. Somebody who's gonna tickle your mind and not your booty. I mean, that'll come later. But make sure he respect this. Men, same shit. Don't tickle your mind and not your booty. I mean, that'll come later. But make sure he respect this. Men, same shit. Same shit. If she really like you, she can take you out to eat too. I mean, after all, we're equal. Let them tell it. Let me tell you something. Ain't nobody equal on no plane. Like there's a lady that just popped in the room, the squishy pixie. I don't know what she does for a living, but I'm sure I don't do that for a living. So then who's the most advanced or should be the chief of whatever particular job she does? She should, because she has dominion over that. She has more experience than I do. We are not equal. I might be a better breakfast cooker than her. She might can cook breakfast, but it might not taste as good as mine. So you cannot say that we are equal. Nobody is fucking equal. That's why in sports, you have winners and losers. This person might not win all the time, and this person might not lose all the time. But ain't nobody equal. You know, that's why I don't applaud that shit. This punk shit they're doing with these kids now. Here's a participation trophy. No. First, second, or third place. You can get a participation trophy for fourth place. You participated. You fought to the end. Okay, here you go. But the big dog gets the big trophy. You're supposed to strive to win. What does that do to a kid's ambition level? Their competitiveness. Their drive. It's bullshit, man. I swear, man, this world is so soft. It's soft as drugstore cotton. It is. Look at the Dave Chappelle thing. Dave Chappelle can talk about every damn body else on the planet, including your mama, but don't you say nothing about the LGBT community, or don't you hurt their feelings. That's bullshit. You ain't no more special than me. Get the fuck out of here. You know? It's crazy. Oh, but they can say and do whatever they want to do. You know? That's not the lot of my story. I'm just saying, people need to snap out of their little fantasies. And people are indulging in whatever is wrong, that's what's right. You bring up anything good anymore, it's something wrong with you. No, that's your fantasy. That's your damn fantasy. I'm just done. My life has become so secluded. I got a ride to work. I missed the bus last night because the car is down. I can't afford to do that right now. I had to catch the bus. It was Sunday. I didn't realize that it was Sunday and that the bus runs different on Monday than it does on Sunday. So I had to call this dude to get a ride. Now, by the grace of God, he came and picked me up, but I had to hear his damn mouth. I don't understand why people lie for no reason. You know, I've been trying to work on this voiceover thing. I've been pouring a lot of energy into that because I'm sick of people telling me, you have a really nice voice and you speak well. It's something that you should investigate. So I figured, you know, and as old as I am, I figured, well, it's time to either shit or get off of the pot. It's that time. A scared man can't win. Don't stop, get it, get it. It ain't never too late, people. It ain't never too late. And so I made a video on here and I posted it to Facebook. And this lame ass, his brother-in-law, both of them lame as hell. I just don't get people. Instead of him saying, that's a good job, or you could do better, you messed up here, but I like this part, that would have been constructive criticism. You know what he said to me? I could do better. I could do better. First of all, you're loud, you're indignant, you have the comprehension level of a gnat, okay? You look like stir-fried shit. You don't shit, shower, and shave. You don't do any of that stuff. You are a habitual drunk. That's what you are. That's what you do. Now, if that's what you do, people, that's your business. But if it stop you from getting your ass up to go to work or taking care of your household or your family or your hygiene, then you need to slow that bull. You need to calm down. You need to contain that shit. That's real talk. That is real talk. I just never seen so many people. And then his brother-in-law, he's jealous of him. Now this guy just stopped living with his mom. Okay. And the brother-in-law was staying with him because he was married to his sister. And he's parking his car over there and he's claiming to us, just lying for no reason, telling us that, oh yeah, I parked my truck over here and my wife comes to pick me up. Get the fuck out of here. Why? First of all, why would you tell that lie? It's not even a necessary lie. See, me, I am an open book. Just like at the beginning of this damn rant, I almost was ready to cry. I was almost ready to cry because of the atrocities that I went through as a child. Unknowing atrocities. I thought it was just a part of life. And atrocities are a part of life. But adversity builds character. That's why I am the fucking Dark Knight now, baby. You better believe it. All the shit I've been through. I hope you feel the same about you. I love me. And I love my neighbor. I love you enough to tell you the truth about you and me. I'm not going to present some false narrative of who Benjamin is. This is what you get. Like it or love it. I do. And y'all better feel the fucking same about yourself, man. And I mean that shit. Now, don't get me wrong. Change is inevitable. We all have to grow eventually. We don't think the same way we thought when we were 15, 20, 25, however old you are. You know what I'm talking about. Everything grows. Your bones, your mind, you know. Or it should. Some people stay stagnant. Some people never grow. How many of y'all got a friend that you knew in high school, grown as hell, and fucked up to this day because they still in that same bullshit they was on when they was 13, 14, 15, 16? Somebody give me an amen in the damn chat. If you got a friend like that, let me get an amen. Awkward and upward, bruh. Hey, Diamond Dust, how you doing? I'm 29. I got one. See, my ex-husband. See what I'm saying? Growth is inevitable, or you stagnated, your ass gonna ball up in the corner and die. You got to keep it moving, man. You not just for yourself, especially if you got kids. You got to be that inspiration for your kids. If your kids turn out fucked up, a lot of it got to do with you. I mean, I know you can only do so much for your kids, and then when you send them out into society, I'll give you a prime example of that. My daughter's got a cell phone, but she got blocks and stuff on her cell phone that only allow her to do certain things and be on it a certain amount of time. But then her who parent might not give a damn. I'm sorry, declining you right now. Sorry about that. Their buddy, they mama, might let them do anything. I've learned from my experiences. That's good. You better learn from your experiences. Otherwise, you would be like a dog that vomits and returns back to it. That's not an insult to you. That's just a word of encouragement for others to do not repeat the atrocities of life's lessons. I'd pay thousands of dollars for your jar farts. You stupid man. That's funny. That's funny. I'm sorry. That's funny. Jaw farts. Oh man, now I pay thousands for that one. Matter of fact, I'm stealing that. I'm stealing that. I'm sorry. Jaw farts. Is that what it sounds like, man? Really? That's how you feel? Ooh, boy, y'all something else. So that's why I love y'all. Cause my heart is aching right now. And he just made me laugh. You know what I mean? That's good. That's therapeutic. You know what I mean? I don't have other things to, I'll tell you what. When I cook my youngest daughter breakfast, and she sits next to me and rubs her belly and puts her arm around me, gives me a kiss and says, "Thank you, Daddy. That was really good." That's what the fuck I'm talking about. That's the kind of unadulterated love that I don't think I'm going to find anywhere else. That's a different kind of love. You know, it feels good. It feels wonderful. Y'all want to hear something heartbreaking? I remember when my youngest daughter started catching the school bus to go to school. And hey, how you doing, Stephanie? And she's getting ready to jump on the bus. I said, "Okay, baby, you have a great day. I love you. Give me a kiss." She said, "Daddy, not in front of my friends." That shit broke my heart. Tell me I'm too sensitive. Go ahead. That shit broke my heart. Because that's my baby. That's my booger butt. You understand? Not in front of my friends. That day, I knew I'm close. I almost done lost my little girl. Real talk. You know? So that's why I say change is inevitable, because I'm still stuck in the phase of picking her up out of her crib early in the morning, her standing up, waiting to get out of the crib, and me changing her, and her being scared to walk down the steps, even though she knew how to slide on her butt down the steps, want me to carry her down there and sit her down in front of the TV while I make her a good breakfast. That's where my mind was stuck. But the truth is, change is inevitable. Everything's going to change. Look at your community. Has anybody been back to the street, the neighborhood that they grew up in? It ain't the same as it was 20 years ago. I remember when I was a little kid, you could run outside and let the screen door. Your mama didn't get mad at you for not locking the door. She got mad at you for slamming her screen door. You know, unless the air was on. Don't be running in and out of this house, letting my cool air out of here. You know. Well, that's good. It's gentrified. Upstate New York in the house. There's nothing wrong with that, man. I had to rant those things to y'all earlier, though, only simply because it's the truth. Hey, how you doing, Tebow Moss? How you doing, man? I don't think I should be in here much longer. I really need to be sleeping. I got to go to work tonight. But I got home early, and so I'd already got a couple of hours of sleep, and I'm still programmed from the Amazon days where I was going off for 4 hours of sleep. Boy, I don't know how I did that shit. And even on my off days, when I was off, I could I'd want to sleep later. Well, I'm gonna sleep in today. Get a good 6 hours. 6 or 7 hours of shit. My ass would still wake up at 4 o'clock like clockwork. No alarm clock, no nothing. It's sad. Sleep well and be safe. I ain't gone just yet, Jess. Jess, I ain't gone just yet. I have more. What a dude call it? Lip farts or something. Let me go back. Let me see if I can't find him. Oh, that was funny as fuck. Well, problems will affect you. Fuck thyself. That's his name, y'all. I might have went back too far. I don't know. I'm a little bit disarrayed right now. I'm just glad that you guys are here. Thank you. I like it. Thank you, Bennett. I appreciate it. It's got a little silver, gold stuff on the top, and the hair is made out of little money emblems. If you can see that, okay. I like it. It was just something different, you know. Just something different. Okay, Chris. All right, nice to meet you, bro. Fuck thyself. Oh, the one dude said I had mouth farts. That's what he said. Oh man, that is friggin' hilarious. So how was everyone's weekend? Did you watch some football? Did you celebrate the Sabbath? I didn't do anything Saturday. I just relaxed around the house. You're not supposed to do any work, but I did do some straightening up a little bit. Now I have to do this room here. It's chaotic. That's why you only see this part of my room. Or you'd be like, you heathenistic motherfucker. Be ready to throw some holy water on my ass. I think I live with you the other day. What'd you say your name was? Chris. Yeah, I hear a lot of people say that, but the ideal of being spiritual and not religious is still based on knowing the statutes, laws, and commandments of the Most High. People have turned the Most High's law into religions for political reasons, even though they say there's a separation between state and religion. It's all blowing smoke up your behind. Some of y'all are being ass raped expeditiously with no Vaseline. I'm talking violently. Take it, just take it. Type shit. Real talk. Sorry y'all get me in my rare form right now, but this is the Benjamin unfiltered. Grade A shit talker. You understand that? No additives, no preservatives. Yeah. Hello. It says invite. I don't know what that's, and it don't say their name. It just got a picture of. I love it, man. I'm on the same page. That's cool. That's cool, Chris, man. What's up from Denmark? Denmark in the house. I'm trying to think of where Denmark is, y'all. I wish, you know what? That's why I got to get wealthy because I would love to travel the world, man. I know a white guy named oh my god, I almost called him Beck. Oh my god, I know I'm losing my mind now. Let me think for a second, y'all. How could I not remember his name? I want to call him Beck, but his name ain't Beck. I just talked to him the other day. Now that's a brain fart. Anyway, he was a college professor at the University of Cincinnati, and there are some kind people in the world. Um, when I first met him, I wasn't working, and I was walking to the store with some young gentlemen in my neighborhood who weren't allowed to walk to the store by themselves. But they said, "Well, Ben, go with you. Y'all can go." So we all walked to the store, and Jim Burns, I'm sorry, that's his name, Jim Burns. We walked past his house. He had had a get together, and everybody was leaving, but he still had a whole bunch of crap. He had all kind of watermelons and peaches and hamburgers and brocks, and I mean he did it up. And he was like, "Hey guys, you want some some hot dogs and hamburgers? I got plenty." And we all looked at each other like this strange ass white man. We about to beat his ass. We thought he was on some Epstein type shit. You know what I mean? you know. But the truth is, that's how ratchet the world is now. That even when someone makes a nice, kind gesture to you, you think there's something in the game, you know? So since we all were together, we decided to go, and he had all this food. He pretty much wanted us to take it away, you know? He just didn't want it to go to waste. And he was a multicultural man, and I love that shit. He was multicultural. Just because he actually is an atheist, older white man who is a Republican, and but he's a good man. I don't know if that's going to be enough to get him in the kingdom of heaven, but for the as far as his moral compass is concerned, he was he was a good man. And later on, he asked me what I did for a living. I told him I'm not working right now. I've been out of work for about 3 weeks, and I had ended up showing him some of my artwork. He had me do a portrait for him, paid me handsomely. Okay. And then because he was running for city council, he used to pay me $10 an hour to draw him, and it wasn't much. We're talking about 20 years ago though. $10 an hour to make him buy May in the USA signs. And I would try to do them all neat. He was like, "Oh no, no, don't do them like that. Do them like an angry American." I was like, "What the fuck does that mean?" Yeah, I hear you, Chris. I want you to consider something, though. I want you to consider something, Chris. And I'm talking to everybody in here, but you actually have people that feel like, well, they were taught to be racist, and then then they're not anymore. And I don't know how hard it is to get rid of that. But let me explain something to you. You didn't really have a reason. Okay, a reason. Now, what provides a reason? And does the reason make racism okay? That's a good question. Because when I think about the atrocities that have happened to my people, I found out they used to feed our babies to alligators for alligator bait. I just saw a video on here and I had to look it up and Google it that said that they used to make some of our children have orgies and then join in. Have you ever heard the term buck breaking? And then you wonder why some of the women of my community have a lack of respect for some of their men as head of the household. You also know why some of the men don't have the oomph to be head of their household. It's deep, man. It gets deeper. It gets deeper. I was talking to somebody from Africa the other day, and I had to let them know I know what they call us, kata. He tried to explain to me that that meant some type of sheep herder or goat herder. No, motherfucker, that's not what it mean. I know what it mean. It's like a racial slur is what it is. You black Americans, you have become westernized. No, we were converted into it. Let somebody beat your damn brains out for generations and see what type of psychological and physical effect that has on you. And then have somebody tell you, oh, forget about that. That's the past. Fuck out of here. You raped my mama. You sell my daughter. I'm never going to forget it. In fact, I ain't going to be satisfied until your head is on a platter. I'm just saying. I'm not sadistic enough to do nothing like that. But I know plenty of people that wouldn't mind. And then what people of other ethnic backgrounds need to realize is how peaceful black people actually are. Because we all know these things to be true. And if we were the ratchet ass people that people stereotypically categorize us as, it'd be a whole bunch of people jacked up around here. Believe that. So that right there should let you know that the average black person doesn't harbor hate in their heart. They don't. If they did, they wouldn't be able to work for you or nothing. And I know some people like that. Cuss your ass out in a minute. I don't fuck you. I don't need this job. And then tell you how they feel about your ass. I can't do that because I got too many bills to pay. And I'm not in a position to work for myself. So I have to be responsible in that regard because it's not just about me. It's about my children. I think about the men that fought in the Civil War, the black men. And I say to myself, would I be brave enough to, even if I know it's a 80% chance I'm going to die, but I got a chance for my daughters and my daughter's kids to be free. Would I take that chance? Yes, I would. Yes, I would. And I take my hat off to the men. I got to take my hat off to the men because, bruh, you know what I'm saying? That's pretty deep. It don't get no deeper than that. It don't get no deeper than that. What the hell is that on my forehead? Look at that shit, y'all. I got razor burns. Oh, that's crazy. Y'all can't see that. We got to cover that back up. I think it's something in this hat. Probably from doing this too much. That's crazy. Anyway, y'all. My pronouns are none of your business. We not talking about no damn pronouns over here at JSS Payne. We talking about the statutes, laws, and commandments of the Most High. We talking about critical race theory. We talking about important shit. You know? My pronouns are obvious. And to every man and woman in this chat, your pronouns should be obvious. You shouldn't have to ask nobody what their damn pronouns is. Because God already made you how and what you are. Okay? living no damn fantasy over here. What kind of bullshit is that? I don't get people, man. I don't get people. What are your pronouns? Goofy ass motherfuckers. That's right, Benjamin. Hey, they used to tease me about that when I was little. Because it's spelt like that, right? And they used to be like, Benjamin, I hope you been jamming too. They used to tease me about that. And then when I was real little, they used to call me Benji. And they had a show on called Benji the Dog. I done heard it all. Benjamin Franklin, Benny Hanna, Bin Laden, been there, done that. How you been, Ben? I done heard it all, bro. I've been around the world and I can't find my baby. I done heard that before, too. They used to just play with my name. I was like, you motherfuckers love me, don't you? I ain't heard that one. Benji, do you play banjo? You stupid. Y'all motherfuckers. Who needs Hollywood when you got TikTok? I'm telling you. Who said that? Okay, man. Okay. Touche, pussycat. Touche. All right, man. Chris, you hold it down, bruh. Benji, you play the banjo. Y'all stupid. I want y'all to live, man. I want you to be kind to your neighbor. Have courtesies. I stepped back and opened the door for 7 people who was trying to hurry up and go to lunch. I wasn't in no rush. I was full. Only 2 people said thank you. Actually, one person said thank you. The other person nodded their head, and the head nod was good enough for me. The other people just didn't even look at me like I'm the goddamn doorman. Now, if I'd have snatched them by their weave, and these was dudes, and pulled their ass back and said, now, the proper thing to say is, thank you. Give me something. Get the fuck out of the way. Give me something, but don't say nothing. The motherfuckers ain't gonna be satisfied until I have a goddamn episode in this bitch. Got to be more careful. Don't let my eyes start twitching. God damn it. Go goddamn it, Al-Qaeda in this bitch. God damn it, it'll be on in this summer, my bitch. Y'all don't believe Fat Me Greasy, do you? Don't fuck around and get fucked around while you're fucking around, okay? I'm being silly, y'all. Don't pay me no attention. Yeah. Now, hey. How do you say your name? Garanza? That's the truth. Hey, my way of saying that is don't let the smooth taste fool you, baby. I just look this way. But I hear you. Saying nothing is also an answer. You got that damn right. Them would be the motherfuckers that get your ass. You know? The ones walking around in the club leaning against the wall, they ain't nodding their head or nothing. You bump into them, and they be whispering to themselves, God, don't make me murk nobody today. You know? Type shit. Why did he snap? He had something on his mind. I guess what he did was the last straw, you know? No, I'm not like that, really, because, see, I have enough sense to know that vengeance belongs to the Lord thy God. It belongs to the Most High. You know? When you gloat over someone else's misery, you become a victim of your own circumstances. That's pretty much the way it goes. That's another reason why black people ain't flipped out about all the atrocities that have happened to them. Because we know there's a time coming when justice will be served, and it will be inevitable. It won't be a damn thing nobody can do about it. What it's going to be is do not pass go, do not collect $200, go directly to hell. That's what that's going to be. Real talk, people. Hello, Angel. Shawty girl's my angel. Everything. King in the house. What up, babe, bruh? What it do there? You ever prank a brother by coming in him? Now, wow. Have you? You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna even elaborate on that. I just repeated it so everybody knows some ridiculous motherfucker here jumping in here saying some stupid shit. Be nice, people. Don't say nothing to me that you wouldn't say to my face. How about that? You the moderator, you do it. I don't think she was talking about you, Goranza. Talking about the mug talking that sexual stuff. I ain't even said nothing about sex. Why do people want to jump in your live talking about sex? Everybody's so sexually orientated. That's what let me know they just lusting. Like two people of the same gender talking about they in love. No, you're not in love. You're in lust. That's what you're in. It even said in the scriptures. But y'all don't want to believe that because you just want to do whatever the hell you want to do. And don't want nobody else to say nothing about it. I had somebody at work on my old job coming up on me talking about some, hi, I'm Miss Rachel. I'm not getting ready to call you no fucking Miss Rachel. Every time I had to address it, I was like, excuse me. That's all I said. I ain't call no fucking names. That's your fucking fantasy. Okay? You're not going to make me live your dysfunction. Fuck out of here. I know that makes some people mad. I don't give a damn. It's the truth. The truth will set you free. They, it, other, whatever. That's their damn business. All I know is keep that bullshit over there away from me and my fucking kids. That's all I know. That's all I know about that. And that's the truth of it. Because it ain't so bad that they want to do what they want to do. That's okay. That's their business. They had to deal with God with that one. But why they be wanting to talk to your kids and stuff? What that got to do with anything? You know what I mean? And the other thing that bothered me about it, since we on the subject, is trickery. The trickery, man. You know? Like, some of them are elegant enough to look very, very, very feminine. You know, I seen a video on here the other day. Some guy was standing up against the wall in a club. That person did look suspect, but, you know, he kissed her, and he was kind of ignoring. He was being shy or whatever, and then their deep voice came out deeper than mine. See, I would have lost my fucking mind, bruh. I would have lost my mind. I'm telling you, I'm just being honest. That's deception. And we talked about who the father of deception was before, right? You know, the scripture says that when the adversary come to you, he can present himself as an angel of light. And what more is somebody, male or female, with a whole bunch of war paint on, creating an illusion? Say a guy drive a brand new BMW and he got diamonds and jewels on, but when he go home, he living in a one-room efficiency and eating bologna every day. That's an illusion. That's deception. That is a lie. Either you is or you ain't, baby. Y'all remember Tom and Jerry? Is you is or is you ain't my baby. Ba-ba-da-bee-bam-boa. Ain't my baby, is my baby too. Y'all remember that? I was thinking about doing I got this CapCut app. I was thinking about downloading that and then using some voiceover shit and creating my own little story. What gave me that idea is, I know y'all seen some of these dogs and cats and stuff fighting, and there's this one guy that does an excellent narration of what the characters are saying. It's just mind blowing. It is. Listen, I can show you some beautiful trans women, and you'll never know. They take hormones. And that's fucking scary to me. That is scary. Because I want the real deal. No additives, no preservatives. You know what I'm saying? The real deal. Grade A beef. You understand? To me, that's like going to the market and you see damn, that's a big ripe ass orange. Oh, I want that. But then when you do the nutritional facts on it, it has half the nutrients or none of the nutrients as the little bitty orange. I'm just saying, I'm just trying to use that as a metaphor. Fuck out of here, man. Just like the word Jewish. Ish is a suffix. It means to be like or pertaining to. That's a fucking illusion. That shit's gotta stop, man. Don't y'all like the real deal? The real thing, man. Like some people got them little toys and stuff. Okay, that might knock the dust off of it. But, it ain't the same, even if you can do that yourself, it ain't the same on somebody else. When somebody else do it right, boy. You know what I'm saying? Make you sing old Negro spirituals. Negra. It's just different. It's just different. It is, man. This shit is the Matrix for real. That's why, I can't wait till the Most High. That's right, Angel. It ain't. And that's scary. I don't want to go no damn where I see somebody and be like, damn, she fine in the motherfucker. Hey, how you doing? How you doing, sweetheart? I'm Benjamin. Can I get you a drink or something? What you doing around these parts? Blah, blah, blah. Yakety smackety, this, that, and the other. And I'm trying to get on, right? And she's all like, hee, Benjamin, hee. And then I find out the truth. No, see? Snap mode. You know what I'm saying? That's how that story go. Well, why did he snap? He told a motherfucker don't fuck around and get fucked around while you fucking around. But but they don't believe fat meat is greasy. They didn't know he was going to have a Vietnam flashback in this motherfucker. I swallowed that the wrong way, y'all. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, man. Oh, that was a good one. I'm going to get out of here. I do need to get some sleep. I'm working third shift. And I ain't got used to it yet. But I'm off on the weekend. So I got to figure out how to schedule a live because I want more people in here. I want more people in here. I like conversing with you all. I want opinions. I want to start interviewing people. But when I interview them, I want to stick to the narrative of whatever the show or show topic is or along them guidelines. Not somebody jumping in my live talking about who the best rapper is. I could give a shit less. I think all of them is demonic now. Anyway, it wasn't like that back in the day. And then came Two Live Crew with all the sexual stuff, which I didn't find that so bad at the time. And then NWA, not trying to shit on them. They were, I guess they called themselves bringing realism to the forefront. And I guess they was, but these kids started really acting like I sensed something wrong when I first started hearing that, man. Then all the blatant disrespect to women. What happened to the love-making songs? The Teddy Pendergrass. When I was a little kid, we used to go to school dances because we wanted to slow dance with the girls. We wanted to make whoopee with the girls. Be in their favor. Not, bitch, get over here. Assume the position. Take it, take it. You know, that's what they on now. I mean, that might come later, the take it part. I'm just saying. You know, some like it like that. I'm just saying. Danielle. Yeah, Luther Vandross, baby. Luther, Luther used to sing that Surrender Your Draws music. Look, just hand them over. You know, please. You know, and then the girl would be like, okay, just take them, just take them. You know, because it would encourage that mood, that spirit of love, affection. You know what I'm talking about, y'all? Whoopee season. You know what I mean? But let me tell y'all something. There ain't nothing like it in the world. I mean, next to your children, of course. The way a woman look at you when she all in, you know, it's a certain look she give you. She can't even hide it if she want to. She could be mad at your ass. It's there. There ain't nothing like that, baby. Nothing like that in the world. Newest age, Kim? I'm not sure what that means, sweetie. Yeah, I dig that. I hear you. I hear you, Feline. Feline Sky. You're right. I've been kind of on the Earth, Wind, and Fire kick lately myself. Oh, he the new Luther. Hey, I just saw a video. You know, there's some dark-skinned brother on here with like light brown eyes. He sound like a damn angel. Man, I heard him singing that Only You. Man, he did something to my soul when he, you know, I mean, I felt that shit. I felt it. I really did. I was like, man, he gonna make it. He's gonna make it. And that guy that was on that competition show who did a Whitney Houston song. Now, you know, that's suicide for anybody to try to sing a Whitney Houston song, and he owned that shit. He owned it. He even had what's his name, Simon Cowell, looking at the other people like, do you believe this shit here? Because when he said what he was about to sing, Simon was just looking like, no, don't even try it. And that man opened his mouth and he went hard in the paint, I'm telling you. And I was like, damn, I had to let my mama hear this shit. Like, mama, listen to this shit. Okay, I will. Let me go back up again so I don't. Okay. Okay, I'll make sure I'll do that. Angel devil, huh? Now, what make you an angel and devil? I'm looking at your picture. You look like you as harmless as a kitty cat. Talking about some angel devil. Is that your metaphor? Is that what you want to be? Half and half? Aren't you the coffee lady? Let me look at your picture a little closer. Oh, no, that's not you. I'm thinking of this older lady. That's a coffee lady. And she always got a big old happy coffee mug and got this Kool-Aid smile. Cute looking lady. You are. I walk in the light and dark. Okay, I got holy water over here for your ass, dark side. Okay? How about that? Miss Angel. Hey, Jana, how you doing, baby? What's going on, Miss Jones? Me and Mrs. Jones, Mrs. Jones, Mrs. Jones, Mrs. Jones. Okay, I'm just playing, Angel. Don't get mad at me, babe. I can see it now. The power of Christ compels you. Mm-hmm. You silly. Okay, y'all. I'm gonna be tired as hell tonight if I don't carry my black ass to bed. Look, I love y'all very much. Thank you very much for sharing part of your day with me. I mean that with all sincerity. I don't say that to be flattering, you know? I say that because it's true. How does it feel to be in your 40s? I'm in my 50s, bro. I'm 50 years old. Uh, you got to stay busy. You can't sit still because that's how rigor mortis, when you're alive, kicks in. To me, arthritis ain't nothing but rigor mortis while you're alive. You have to keep your joints lubricated. You have to eat good. You have to take care of yourself. You have to try to stay stress free. That's what make your damn hair fall out, make the wrinkles come in. You got to stay away from negative people, negative energy. I mean, that's just my personal thoughts. I could be wrong. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. All of that's important. You know, it would be easier with a significant other, somebody with the same train of thought. Don't get me wrong, I know no two minds think exactly alike. And I know sometimes opposite attract. And I know sometimes that can be for the betterment of good. I can use my parents as an example for that. My father was the type of man, he would save every penny that he made. And to be honest with you, I think my mom spent a little too much money. But the two of them together created a nice balance. You know, I think they did well. You know, and I miss that man. I miss my dad. If I could just become an increment of a man that he was, I might just be all right. I'm from Cincinnati, Angel. I'm from Cincinnati, Ohio. The nasty natty, baby. The home of the damn Bengals with their raggedy, stagnated ass. Don't get me started on them. Yeah. I wanted to go down to the river on my off day, but it was too chilly, especially down there by the river, just to take some pictures. That's kind of my happy place. I love the sound of water. You know. Good afternoon, Crystal. The girl that I thought was my oldest daughter, her name was Crystal Williams. But it come to find out she wasn't. I talked about that the other day in my live. How you can't just turn people off just because you find out the unadulterated truth. Certain responsibilities you have in regards of your moral code. You know? It's just true. But anyway, my people, peace, love. Don't do nothing I wouldn't do. Don't do nothing I would do either. Okay? And you all have a blessed day. All right? Bye, y'all.